Welcome in. We're in the third, and there are no outs. I'm John Shambi with Chris Singleton.
The center fielder.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 1.
Well, Boog, here's a little background info on Jung-Hoo Lee. He hit for the highest batting average in KBO history, which included a ton of doubles. Plus, he took home 5 Gold Gloves. He's a player that
took the extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Man at second. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the pitch. And they'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Hard hit left side. Tatis to first. And they get the out on Jones.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop. Cal Ripken Jr.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies. Cal Ripken Jr. And ball 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. To the right side. Finds its way through, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. So they're at the corners now. And now Mark McGuire. Ground ball, could be 2. Ortiz tossed to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 1.
We all have different visions of a future. What you think lie ahead for the coming days? New leaves are on the same.
Back here in Philadelphia, on to the 4th. And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. The line to kick the pitch. Inside, just missed.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
On the ground to the left. Over to Arenado. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, the left fielder, Julio.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Ripped on a line. Thomas makes the grab for the second out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And they take care of Tatis for the out. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. The 0-1. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. Missed with a changeup, and the count 1-2. And there's a ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Ripped to short. Tatis to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Arenado, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And now it's even up. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Marte throws to first in time. And they get Arenado for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson stands in for the Phillies.
That's outside.
And that's outside. Ball 1. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Thomas in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for Philadelphia. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Mateo. Pivetta back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. That one way inside. Chop back up the middle. Collected by Torres. The throw to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
The first baseman, David Ortiz.
Here's a big power threat. David Ortiz. And a foul ball. The 0-1. That one missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And they boost their lead. It's 7-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And stepping in for New York, Adrian Beltre. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Brock ranging back on the warning track and hauls it in. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-1. This is Mets baseball. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's going to be Lou Brock. First offering, and it just misses.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
And the batter now, Jung-Hoo Lee. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. And the Phillies are set down. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Top. For the 6th inning, Ketel Marte up to the plate. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Marte, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and they traded for him earlier this year. Righty to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Lee raging back towards the wall. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And next for the Mets, Vladimir Guerrero. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Look at the big man right there. Cal Ripken getting down and dirty. Makes a nice play. You know, over the course of his career, we knew about his bat, but quietly, he had 2 gold gloves.
That one fouled off. 2 outs. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Thomas going back on this one. Just missed it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
The shortstop.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
Fly ball down the line. Mateo on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional. Shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
And a pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one away. So now the DH spot, Mark McGwire. And a foul ball. Yeah, even though middle infielders with power are common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though. And that one moves his feet. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And it's fouled away. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. McGuire over at first with one away.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Line drive, makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here in Philadelphia. Now the left fielder, Julio Rodriguez. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball to the right side. Fires to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Comebacker to the mound. And 2 away to start the 7th. Jorge Mateo now 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Out to short. And he beats it. He's safe.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap, because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
And now the first baseman, David Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hits the top of the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 8-1. Not in time. He's got a double. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Adrian Beltre. And first offering is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to first. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the Phillies catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Back to right. Mateo under it. And it's caught for the out. Here's Lane Thomas. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Right through there for a strike. 1-1 now. And a foul ball. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. And now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's to third. Beltre throws to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kevin Ginkel.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
And there's a foul ball. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Rip towards third. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, Torres. They get the out on Marte. Here's the center fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-2. And that one hammered. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th at the plate. Number 63 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Marte throws to first in time, and they get the out on Jones. And first offering is fouled off. And that one just missed off the outside edge. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's the strike. Right through there, got him. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Mark McGwire will hit next. Fought off foul. Next offering way off the plate.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 strikes.
Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. Gathers and throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. Pitching change here, Scott Efros.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Rodriguez, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swings through that.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Back to the top of the lineup. So up next for New York, Fernando Tatis Jr. That's to third. And it gets by him. And at first, Jorge Mateo up now for the Mets. He's got the power, but great contact. Tatis runs. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Tatis leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Check on the runner. Tatis dives back in. Right-handed reliever. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Righty delivers. On the ground to short. Ripken. Tosses across to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and fouls one off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, with 2 strikes, you want to stay back long enough for that breaking ball, but he handled a fastball slightly elevated. Good job by the hitter right there to spoil it away.
Left field. Brock gets under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. But they push across 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's Gleyber Torres. And a foul ball. And the 0-1. Slider misses outside. Out there to center. Guerrero moving under it. Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch just misses.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
0-2 now. Sets him down looking. Now only one out remaining. And now the right fielder, Lane Thomas. And it's fouled away. 0-1. And the slider just misses. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout. 9-1 is how it ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Oh my God, that is fire. I'ma stay running, this view is stunning. My blood is rushing, you got me blushing. I must keep trucking, won't catch me bugging. I'll be your mega, end of discussion. Hula gang who? Cozy coupe, that's the ticket. Shoes, Reeboks and twos when I choose to kick it. Bench like a picket, I stay glued and the style stay wicked. Swing through your hood, Spider-Man, Initial D, Drift Japan, Starving Wolf, Duran Duran, green light, red light. Don't stop when I run the light.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Cliff Lee.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trusted his stuff can have late life in missed barrels of bats.
And a swing and a miss.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Chop to third. Sends it across to first. And a quick out, number one. And now it's Juan Soto. Leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. Whips it to first.
He's out.
Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. David Ortiz, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Outside.
1-1.
2 out, space is empty. That one ripped. Pulls it into the warning track. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Now the Marlins will see what they. Bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Martinez, multi-time All-Star. There's a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Freddie Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball one. That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success, and it helped Freeman produce a .977 OPS, 29 home runs, and more than 100 RBIs. That's a great season.
Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup. First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Strike two.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult.
Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Jorge Mateo. The pitch. And that one fouled off. 0-1 now. This to third. Zips it to first. One up, one down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Lee, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Here's Ketel Marte.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. He flexes his power with that swing, his 16th homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And now the veteran third baseman, Adrian Beltre. High fly ball out towards left field. Fraley going back for it. Get out of town. They go back to back. His 17th of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate, and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And that's down and away.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Bounce to third. Longoria in plenty of time to first. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Bottom of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jim Thome. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. Not in time. It's a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Joe Mauer stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. 0-2 now as he swings through it. Swing and a pop-up. Marte makes the grab, 1 down. Evan Longoria, the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Fish trailing by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That's a hit. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Save.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
No ball. 1 strike.
Kicks and fires.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball. 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's O'Neal Cruz in there for strike 1. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Got it by him for the K. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. New inning getting started. Here's the Mets. Leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. The wind of the pitch. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Tatis, a former Gold Glove winner, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games.
1-1.
And here it comes.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Here comes a pitch. High fly ball out to center field. Cruz moving under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Fly ball center field. Fraley should have it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. David Ortiz up now for the Mets. Ripped on the ground to second. That's the 3rd out. Down in order. Set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for Miami, Ian Kinsler. And that misses off the outside edge. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Ortiz takes it himself. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Fraley takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And delivers outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Up the middle, Marte fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-2.
2 outs. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And back here in Lone Depot Park. Now it's the power speed combo. Jorge Mateo. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Line drive to short and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one fouled off. Man at first, one away.
Ball.
And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
The pitch. Here's a rocket out to left. Fraley calls it in, and there's 2 away. Adrian Beltre up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fraley makes. Back here in Miami, John Giambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Robin Yount. The right-hander back to work. Smoked on the ground a second. Marte throws to first in time. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jim Thome. First offering, and it just misses. 1 out, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One down. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Two outs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 down. And up next for Miami, Tim Salmon. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kick steals. Out in front and foul to the left side. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Goes down looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We go to the top of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Lee back to work. Foul ball.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
The 0-2.
Ball. 1-2.
Hit in the air, center field. Cruz grabs it on the run. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch swinging.
No ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, base hit. Here's Juan Soto. Now they've got him in a rundown. The tag out. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That misses the zone. And 1-1. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right through it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now the 0-1. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And We're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Late on that fastball.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
And now for the Marlins, Ian Kinsler. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
It's a good take.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Jake Fraley. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Here's some real power at the plate. David Ortiz. That's out to center field. Cruz moving under it. Makes the catch. 1 away. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. And now, Jorge Mateo. Mateo, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 1 down, base is empty. This one in the air, center field, and it falls.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Austin Vogt.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score.
Runner takes off. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
On the ground, right side. Kinsler throws to first in time.
The batter on the first, second baseman,
They coming through, and they gunning for you. But we know the truth, so we making moves. Why they being the blind?
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nice work from the Miami. the 6th inning. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Little chopper rolls foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And the righty deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's too high.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Next one just misses. And that is ball 1. And the pitch. In the air, foul off first. Drifts towards it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Next offering is downstairs.
2-0 to count.
This to center field. Mateo has a beat on it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Both back to work. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Here's a high chopper. Longoria on to first.
He's out.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now at catcher,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Up the middle, Kinsler. Jump throw across his body. Awesome play there. Here's the left fielder, Julio Rodriguez. To third, Longoria. Fires across the diamond. Rodriguez out of the play. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. That's through there for a strike. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence. but trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Kicks and deals. Got him. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And ball 1.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
The high heat, too much on that one. Tim Salmon, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. The Mets holding on to a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch misses. 1-2 the count. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So they make short work of them there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins 1. New arm out of the bullpen, Colin Holderman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tatis in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
On a line out towards center. Cruz makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder,
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next one misses, and the count is 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Slings to first. They get the out on Soto.
the first baseman, number 34.
2 outs, base is empty. David Ortiz up now for the Mets. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fought off foul. The pitch. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. This ball's chopped to the ground, and that chance handled. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly as the lead remains 3-1. Bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for Miami, O'Neal Cruz. And he deals. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. The line to kick the pitch. Going to count 1-2.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze it.
The pitch. The punch out there. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, bro. Feeling really good about what he's working with. And that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Now it's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
He's just about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's got a chance to get through this 8th inning if he can get 2 more quick outs.
Strike 1. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. Doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
The 1-0. That one at the knees for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
The Marlins trailing by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jimmy Nelson.
Well, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Now at the plate, Jorge Mateo. And a pitch. This one popped up. Gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now it's the DH, Sammy Sosa. 1 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. That's down and in.
2-0.
Next offering is down low. And it's 3-0.
No strike.
Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. And that's off the inside edge.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. Sosa stands at first with 1 out. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. At the belt and fires. To short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here in Miami, all set for the bottom of the 9th. And now Freddie Freeman. With the right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And a curve is down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The wind and the pitch. That's in there. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
He's 2 outs away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jim Thome. There's a strike. Hit hard. That gets through. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the catcher to hit, Joe Mauer. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
1 ball, no strike.
Grounder might be 2. The underhand flip, 1 at second, over to first, safe.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. And up next for Miami, Evan Longoria. Chopped to the right side. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets keep it rolling. 7 straight victories now.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front. I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tag. Started making moves, now we don't know how to act. You know me, I'm your OG, low key. I be so glad we're low key. Dozing, that it's not us. I get no sleep. Who you know at the top us? I'm like, show me. Wife ain't rocking with no sign. She an Enneagram 10. Why I need a 9 when I just registered my pen? I was climbing to the ceiling, but I think God misplaced it. They won't put me on no playlist. I'm no good at fitting in. Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifesting, look at what I'm showing. Yahweh told me he would do it, he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody frontin', I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tag.
Who just made a movie? Citizen Kane is be disabled. Valley a shadow of death, but I'm not upset, man. Look at my table. Wardrobe like an old war show. Look at my forces. Look at my hate.